Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Gravity Sports Podcast. My name is Terrence Grandison. I'm here with.
What's up, guys? I'm really pleasure to be on this show. My name is Sari. I'm from the Td&Z show, and yeah, man, I love basketball, man. I'm just ready to talk about sports, man. So let my boy TJ start it off, man. We finna get this on
first episode together with Td&Z show. This episode we will be recapping the trade deadline, the NBA trade deadline, a recap of All-Star Weekend, and we will be talking about Eastern and Western Conference contenders and more. I'm just excited to get started, man. It's my first time using Discord, so we had a little trouble starting, but we starting up now. But how you been though, man? How you been outside? How was your day? Your day was good?
My day been doing good, man. You know, playing hooping, man. AAU be going crazy, man. So I'm just ready for the playoffs, man, etc., man. So how about you?
You hoop?
Yeah, man, I'm a big hooper, man. Even though I'm 5'8", but what's it called? I love playing travel ball, man. So yeah, it's really doing well for me. What about you, my boy?
I used to play football in high school. I don't play in college though, cause I just wanted to take a break. But high school, I played football. Yeah. I played right guard, and on defense, I played on defensive tackle.
Oh, damn, that's what's up, man. You said you didn't want to play. You said you ain't playing college ball no more?
No, I didn't play college ball at all. I just played in high school.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah. That's for real. So, yeah, man. But your day going good today, man?
Yeah, it was good, bro. Just classes today. I was actually I was just ready to start this all day, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I was saying the same thing, bro. I was so tempted because I ain't posting
I've been posting in 4 months, bro. It's been I've been so inconsistent, bro. That's the main thing I'm trying to work on is consistency. That's it. I want to try to upload. I want to try to upload 2 days a week at least.
Yeah, I'll try to do maybe every Friday for me, kind of like that. I just want to make sure I just post at least once a week. I don't want to get no drought again, etc. It's
But I do post consistently on TikTok. I try to post consistently on TikTok.
Yeah, I need to start doing that too. Start posting consistently on TikTok too, for real. I need to start doing that for sure. But yeah, though.
Yeah, TikTok I always post consistently. I try to post every day. I may take a day break every once in a while, but for the most part,
that's what I'm saying. I need to start posting because, like I said, that's why I asked you earlier. I'm trying to get more used to CapCut because I use iMovie because I have an iPhone or something like that. But I did not know CapCut was like that. And
just use CapCut from now on, bro. That's CapCut.
That's what I'm saying. I'm using CapCut from now. It's so easy. I didn't know. I thought people was doing those captions manually. I did not know there was a one button to do that. That's really crazy. So yeah, CapCut is definitely right now. For sure. Yeah,
CapCut is just that. That's the way to go. CapCut. Because everyone be asking me what you use to edit your TikToks. I just said CapCut. But when I first started, bro, I would literally just look up highlights and just record with my phone, and just talk, bro. But now that I'm getting
I used to screen record it. I just screen recorded the highlights.
Yo,
I just used to screen record the content and then just Loki do the same thing. Just talk over it. Just screen record the content and just do the same thing.
But now that I'm getting more into editing now. I'm trying to get more into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not up there with Player's Choice and Pick a Side yet, but I'm trying to work my way up there.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get up there for sure though, man. This is just the beginning. Like I said, like you said earlier, man, if we just stay consistent, man, we can go high with this. On God, we can, for sure. Just gotta stay consistent, like you said.
When I be watching them with my free time, I be watching Pick a Side, Player's Choice. They be having some insane takes, bro. Like you said,
bro. On God, like I told you earlier, bro.
How you said Kevin Durant was a superstar, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I swear, bro. I swear to God, bro. When I heard that, I was like, yo, this is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, really crazy, bro. I'm really excited to get started, man. You know, It's hard trying to like find someone to do it with too. Everyone be busy or whatever, so it's really hard.
Oh God, facts. Oh my gosh, facts. I swear I be trying to. That's like one of the main reasons why I can't be staying consistent, because like people that be having a lot of stuff to do, and like they be saying I got you this weekend, and then be like, okay, some stuff came up, man, probably next weekend. So that's how I began this big drought. I be having to find like my other homies like, yo, you trying to do it today? Tomorrow they be not having no time, so yeah, it'd be hard to get people to actually stay consistent with me on this. So
it's really hard. Like with my roommate, we did like one episode together, and I saw that episode. That's literally the only episode we did, because he be busy and stuff. Cause he is senior, so he got stuff going on. So I understand. I'm not mad about it. I still upload consistently on TikTok, even though I did lack with like YouTube. I still upload on TikTok consistently. So
that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Yeah, I saw your episode. Y'all did good. Y'all did good for the first episode too.
I felt like it better though. I actually recorded. I recorded that on my phone, cause I got an iPad now.
Oh wow. Oh well, that's what's up though. I ain't noticed. I recorded
that on my phone.
The quality was alright. I wasn't mad for it on first episode.
Yeah, but now I got an iPad now, and I just got a tripod from the iPad too. So
yeah, facts. Yeah. I gotta have a tripod for like my phone and like that. Exactly.
And then like later on, I want to like get a camera and start recording and stuff like that too. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna invest in me a better camera for sure. Oh God, I don't know what type of camera, but I'm definitely investing in like a good video type camera or something. Yeah.
Alright, but let's get started. If that's okay with you, let's get started.
Let's go.
So the first thing we're gonna talk about, NBA trade deadline. So I need to know what was the worst trade out of all the trades from the trade deadline? Worst one.
Ooh. Go ahead. You go first, man. Let me think about this for a second, man. What do you think?
For me, I would say Bones Highland to the Clippers, man. I feel like that was the worst one in my opinion.
You think that was the worst one though? I think
for the Nuggets though, for the Nuggets it was bad.
Okay, for the Nuggets, yeah. That's an L trade for the Nuggets. That's a stupid trade for the Nuggets.
Yeah,
stupid trade for the Nuggets.
So like he's like literally like I feel like he's the best backup guard in the league. Well, behind not probably not the best, but like second or third best behind Malcolm Brogdon, and I guess you could say, well, I don't think Russ isn't a backup point guard. Oh, is he? I don't. He's still a starting caliber point guard. I think so.
Yeah. I still say. Yeah.
But he's like Bones Highland. He's like a top 3 backup point guard in the league. He's literally like a mini version of Jamal Crawford, basically.
Yeah, that's stupid for the Nuggets to let him go, man. And he was so young. He's a very good young player too. I just think that was a dumb move for the Nuggets, man. Because I remember when he was going off in the playoffs against the Warriors last year, man. So that was a dumb move for the Nuggets. That was really
I didn't like that trade. I really didn't like that trade. Another trade I didn't like. What wasn't a trade per se? It was actually for the Chicago Bulls. They didn't make any moves. The Heat didn't make any moves. I thought the Bulls, because I seen a lot of reports saying they're gonna move Zach LaVine to Dallas or to the Lakers. I seen a lot of reports on that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of rumors about that too. Yeah, because Patrick Beverly went to the Bulls.
Yeah, he just signed with the Bulls today.
Yeah, literally earlier today. Yeah, I don't know why they did no moves. I found it funny because Patrick Beverly had 2 choices. He could have went to the Golden State Warriors or the Bulls.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but he was just saying like, I have a better chance of the playoffs with the Bulls. He only saying that because he knows that he ain't getting no play time with the Warriors. and
he's from Chicago too, so that got part to do it. He is from Chicago. He's from Chicago.
Oh, cool. Yeah. He is from Chicago, but I don't understand like the playoff spot. Like, come on now, because bro, you know he wasn't getting no type of play time with the Warriors. Like, that's my opinion. But I think, I'm gonna say the best trade. Cause I think the low key might be a hot take, but I think the Nets low key have a solid team, man. I don't know, man. I think the Nets might, because Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, I think they might have a great shot if they could just keep up the pace and if they have good chemistry. I think they still be able to make the playoffs. Now go far or even make it past the first round. That's low key like kind of pushing it, but still still making the playoffs. I think it might still happen, man. Because I think Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie will still be able to like have that little tight small chemistry together, and I think they will be able to go kind of far. Not far, but like. Maybe go to like 6 games against someone, maybe. But I like the Nets, though. I like the Nets.
Yeah, this next team right now, it's kind of reminding me of the
2019,
the 2018 Nets, the Nets with D'Angelo Russell and Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what this team is reminding me of. They're a good team, but they don't have like a superstar. But they have like a lot of good like role players.
Yeah, they got a young squad. They got a young bomb. They got a young team, man. They got Mikal Bridges. They got. Let's not forget about my boy Cam.
Cam
what
Thomas.
You said?
I was
about to say they got Cam Thomas. They got the guy that's dropping 40 points.
Exactly. He dropped 40 points 3 games in a row. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. And that man, like, what? How old is he? Like, what? 21, 22?
He's like 22 years old. And coming into the draft, I knew about him. He was a bucket in the summer league. I watched him in the summer league.
They never gave him a chance, especially Steve Nash. Steve Nash never gave that kid a chance. Yeah, I don't know why. That's why I'm glad he going.
I'm so glad the Nets fired him, bro. I'm so glad.
Oh, facts. Steve Nash was not a good coach at all. Never was. I never liked Steve Nash. Well, as a coach, as a player, yeah, but like as a coach, no.
And it's funny too, cause like. As good as a player as Steve Nash was, Hall of Famer and all that, you would think he'd be a good coach.
Oh God!
You think he would be a good coach, but he just
that was a 2-time MVP. Like you would think that you know what he's doing, but nah, I guess not. Nope. But how do you feel about the Suns trade, man? I mean, how do you feel about Kevin Durant? Like Kevin Durant joining the Suns? Do you think they're going far, man?
It's crazy though, cause I was actually about to go to sleep. And then I get alert on my phone.
I was asleep.
Kevin Durant traded to the Suns. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
yo, I was asleep, bro. I was
bro,
oh God.
And I seen that. I was like, bro, I gotta make a TikTok about this, bro, because there's no way. First it was Kyrie to Dallas. And then
I kind of figured that was going to happen eventually, though. Like I mean, it was like wow, but I kind of felt like it was happening. But the Kevin Durant trade,
Kevin Durant trade is crazy.
Yo, I remember I woke up, man. I heard the ESPN the do. And I'm waking up and I'm like, yo, this gotta be fake. And I'm checking on the internet, the news, House of Highlights post. I'm like, ain't no goddamn way, man. That's crazy, man.
But since the Suns did get Kevin Durant, that does make them championship contenders because it's freaking Kevin Durant. Like, come on now.
But think about this, man. Suns have no bench now. Yeah, they got no Jay Crowder.
I wish that they wouldn't have given him Mikal Bridges. Honestly, that was really a big
exactly. I'm trying to tell all the people that's saying the Suns are going to be. Yes, they got Kevin Durant on their team, of course, but you gotta have you can't expect to go far in the playoffs without no bench. You know, like example, like with the Warriors. The Warriors had Arthur Porter Jr. They had Gary Payton II. Like that bench had a big impact for that Warriors championship run. So if you don't have no bench for your team, you're not going far in the playoffs. Yes, it's Kevin Durant, but besides, I have to see is Devin Booker and Kevin Durant going to be playing good together anyway. I mean, I don't know how that chemistry is going to be, so I gotta wait till I see them play first. And like how like the Dallas, how like the Mavericks are, Luka and Kyrie haven't won not one game together. Yeah, Kyrie won a game
so far, and they lost. They traded their best defender as well with Dorian Finney-Smith. Mm-hmm. That was a big loss for them too. I wish I wish it probably wouldn't have worked out, but if they could, they should have somehow like instead of trading Dorian Finney-Smith, they should have traded like Josh Green or somebody like
exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh God, bro, because like that now, like the Dallas, like they lost to the Timberwolves and they lost to the Kings, and like you can see, like I think it was against the Timberwolves when they was Luka and Kyrie was just like passing the ball to see who can get the shot off, like. And like they don't, like, I don't know how that's going to be in the playoffs, man. I don't know, man. Like
It's good.
I don't know.
It looks good on paper. On paper, it looks good. But once it comes to playoff time, like that's when like it starts getting more gritty and grind down.
Yeah, exactly.
And all that.
Offense. That's all they got is offense. I've been trying to tell people this. All they got is offense, man. If you can't play defense and like you got two dynamic ball handlers and two like number one point guards and if y'all don't know how to like share the ball, if Kyrie and Luka don't know how to share the ball in the playoffs, they're not, like I said with the Suns, they ain't going far.
Yeah,
they ain't going far.
Going back to the Suns trade. Now that the Suns have Kevin Durant, that's gonna take away even more touches from DeAndre Ayton. Knowing that he doesn't even want to, I could see like on his face, like watching the games, he doesn't want to be there. So that's gonna take even more touches away from him. Now he's a fourth option now.
Facts. Yeah, I noticed that too. DeAndre Ayton wasn't because he was supposed to be going to the Pacers, but they
had traded him to the Pacers. Yeah, I think
that chemistry
gave him a contract, and then at the last second, they gave him a contract. The Suns gave him a contract, so there's already beef there. And I think he still has beef with Coach Monty Williams. He still has beef with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember they had a little argument. Yeah, the chemistry with DeAndre Ayton with them is not really like this no more. Especially not that Suns NBA Finals run. That team and that chemistry, man, you couldn't tell them nothing back then, man. But now, I don't know how the Suns gonna be now. Man, I don't know.
But listen, now that the Suns have Kevin Durant, bro, there is no excuse for Chris Paul now, bro. There is no excuse.
Oh yeah, man.
No excuse now, bro.
I want my boy Chris Paul to get a ring so bad, man. Now, if he doesn't get a ring, I think he just needs to hang up the shoes,
despite
man.
His Hall of Fame resume, he's one of the greatest point guards of all time. If he doesn't get it done this year, then I don't know.
I think he need to hang up. I think he need to hang up the shoes, man. He need to hang up the basketball shoes, man. I think so, man. I mean, like he's 37, bro. I think he just needs to like. Come on, bro. You have Kevin Durant on your team. There is no way y'all cannot at least make.
There is no reason. At least make the conference finals. At least.
Exactly, man. At least make the conference finals, bro.
But even at least, the West is stacked now, bro. I really don't know who's coming out of the West. You got the Nuggets. You got the
I like the Nuggets.
You got the even the Kings. The Kings are a pretty good team too this season.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's been so long since I can't. The last time the Kings made the playoffs was like what 2006, 2007. I think it was.
God. That's crazy.
Like I
don't know what. Yeah, the Sabonis is going crazy and Fox is going crazy. I'm like, God, that's crazy.
I like that duo right there, Sabonis and Fox. Right. I really like that duo. I'm glad they both made the All-Star team. But yeah, the West is like really stacked, man. You can't count out the Warriors. You cannot count them out, bro. You cannot count out the Warriors.
If they don't stay healthy, man, I don't know,
man. Playoff time, I feel like they'll be healthy by playoff time, bro. This regular season stuff, it really don't mean nothing to them, bro.
Yeah, facts. Really if they healthy by playoff time, then I'm not counting them out. But if they still like relying on Jordan Poole to be the starting point guard, then no. Yeah. No, I'm counting them out. You
can never count out the Warriors, bro. Never.
No, especially when you got Curry on your team, but just a healthy Warrior squad. Yeah, no, I'm never counting them out. Never.
Even though you still got Memphis too, even though everyone's starting to hate them now because they're too cocky and all that.
Oh God, bro, that's crazy to think about, bro. Like people forget
all these trades have all these like Kyrie to Dallas, KD to Phoenix. All this happened because of John Morant, bro. Because he said he's fine in the West.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
Literally, because after he said that, they went on like a 7-game losing streak, I believe, and all that.
Yeah, they went on like a losing streak. That's crazy, man. That's crazy because like the thing is, the Grizzlies is actually a good young team. Like people forgetting that. Like the Grizzlies is actually
a good young team, but they talk too much.
Exactly.
Talk too much.
Exactly, they do talk a lot, but they actually is a good team though, really especially.
Team. And you can't forget about the Clippers too. Now that they got Westbrook now. And I actually posted a TikTok about this yesterday. I feel like Russ, because we know Russ he'll accept the bench role. We seen it with LA. He'll accept the bench role, a 6-man role. Yeah. But I think he is gonna start with his Clippers team. I don't think they'll start Bones Highland over him. I don't think so.
They're gonna start Russell for sure.
They traded Reggie Jackson, so I think they're gonna start Russell.
Dang, I forgot about that.
That team was really just lacking a point guard, bro. Cause John Wall was not cutting it for them, bro. I'm sorry.
Heck no.
They traded that guy to Houston, bro. Like,
heck no.
And he was just on a podcast the other day talk about how the Rockets was a badly run organization. And now they traded him.
The Rockets waived him now. So shoot, I don't even. I think
they did. Yeah, they waived him. I think. But it's crazy. The Clippers did him dirty though, bro. That was kind of.
I'm saying they done him wrong, bro. I mean, like, I don't know, man. They could have just let him, like, still. I mean, but, like, he's in his 30s, but I still think, like, come on, man. You know what he was going through. Had, like, injuries mostly half his career, man. So I think the Clippers done him wrong for sure. And I think, they got
going back to that Whisper trade, I think if Russ just goes in there, does what he have to do. Because that team was really lacking a playmaker. Kawhi and Paul George had to create for others, but that's not really their game. Their game is just shot creating for themselves, getting buckets. And now that you have Westbrook to this team, it gives, because he's gonna make Zubac look like a fucking prime Shaq. Like,
he's gonna be looking like a prime Shaq on everything, bro.
Because with this playmaking, he'll set up opportunities for Paul George, Kawhi, Norman Powell, the whole squad. Now, despite him, he is turnover prone, and we all know he's not a great shooter and all that. But you he's not a good defender either. But if you take all that away, he's still a really great playmaker, and he can still get you about 15 to 17 points a game. And he just provides a spark that Clippers team really needed, because all that Clippers team was missing was a point guard. That's all they were missing.
Yeah.
Their bench,
that's what I'm saying.
Their bench is stacked. Their bench is stacked. It's stacked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and they got Bones Island now. I think because like people think if we had all they really, of course, like you said, they need a point guard. But if they have a healthy Kawhi the whole playoffs, I think they can make it out the West. I don't know, because like think about it. When Kawhi got injured in 2021 with the 2021 season, right? They could have Paul George kind of carried, but he took his team to a game 6 against the Suns, and of course they got dominated and lose to the Suns in the playoffs. But I just think like with a healthy Kawhi is the main key for the Clippers. If we didn't keep a healthy Kawhi, because he's averaging like the last 5 games he got like averaging 30 points per game. So if we just keep a healthy Kawhi, man, I think that's like the main key. A healthy Kawhi will take them to the finals, because like that man Kawhi is like in his 30s and still balling, averaging 30 points per game. So that's really all they need, and a consistent Paul George. We need a consistent Paul George.
Paul George, he had his best season. He had his best season in 2019 at OKC with Russ. So now that he's back with Russ, we should see. Well, I'm not gonna say we should see 2019 Paul George, but I think the chemistry will like come back from the old days put together, you know. So I really like the signing for the Clippers. I really do like it. I like it.
That's why I said I think the Clippers might go far, and as long as we have a healthy Kawhi, because that's like the main piece of the Clippers. I think they'll be able to come out the West. Maybe just a straight healthy team, and Paul George stay consistent without dropping. Because some days he will drop 30, another day he will drop like 12 points. I'm like, what? So if we get a consistent Paul George, I think the Clippers will come out the West. That's what I think. I don't know. That's if the Warriors doesn't get healthy though. You know, the Warriors is going to destroy everyone if they healthy. So
now let's talk about this Lakers trade. The Lakers got D'Angelo Russell back. They got Malik Beasley, and they got Jared Vanderbilt. Now I was really excited about that Lakers trade because they got Jared Vanderbilt, bro. He is so underrated, man. I like his game, man. I'm not. He reminds me of like I don't want to say Dennis Rodman, but like I see a little bit like Dennis Rodman in him, a little bit. Because he's high motor, he's a great rebounder, a great defender. He does all the small things.
Yeah, I think. So do you think the Lakers are going far now? I think it's too late, man. I think
Are they
like
going
they should
far?
make.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
like at least make
you got
it.
LeBron. You have LeBron on your team, so. But he is 38
Yeah, but
years
you
old.
had LeBron on your team the last 2 seasons, man. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I mean, like, I think like
That's because you gotta think about it. When Russ got traded to the Lakers, I knew immediately it wasn't gonna work. Cause I know who Russ is. He's not a great shooter. He doesn't know how to play off ball. And because he's a ball dominant guard. He's a ball dominant guard. He's used to having the ball in his hands. He's used to controlling the offense. Now that you're playing with LeBron, the ball's gonna be in LeBron's hands 9 times out of 10. So you're either gonna be sitting in the corner or trying to move around the court. And then when I watch Russ play, he's usually just sitting there not doing anything on offense if the ball isn't in his hand.
But you gotta think about, I mean, like, well, this season here, he's been playing like a good 6-man, though. He was playing the 6-man role. Like, he's actually was doing really better than he was as a starting point guard.
I was talking about when he was starting. When he was in the starting lineup like that, it wasn't clicking. Like, but now this season when he was 6-man now, he can control that offense. He can run point like how he usually does.
Yeah. I always thought like Russell Westbrook should only been like the star of the team. Like if he could, like how OKC was, like he was dominant in OKC, but like he was like the only star on that team. You can maybe say the same thing for the Wizards. I mean, of course they got Bradley Beal, but like still though he was still going off. But like ever since he go with a whole nother dominant player or a Hall of Famer, he just started playing like I mean, like I said, like you said though, I mean like. When he was starting with LeBron James, it wasn't really clicking. But when he's turned into that bench role, he started playing better. He started averaging 20 points again. That's what just think about. If you said that in 2017, you'd be like, "Bro, are you crazy?" But like, yeah, but
that 6-man role on the Lakers, if it perfectly for him, I like that role. He was gonna win 6-man of the year too if he hadn't got traded.
Yeah,
he was definitely gonna win 6-man of the year. And people, I be seeing people saying, "Oh, he's not good anymore. He's trash or whatever." But his last game when LeBron became the leading scorer, I think he had like 20. I think he had like 27 points and like 8 assists, 6 rebounds. That was his last game with the Lakers. He did that off the bench. Now they did lose the game because like I don't think LeBron really was a transfer. After he got that record, he was he didn't give a fuck about the game, bro. He did not care.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared
about the game. I think it was kind of. I'm not gonna say it was lame because like it's still an NBA game. You should still try to win. But OKC was trying way so hard. I ain't gonna lie.
But like you gotta think. Well, if you think of OKC, like. You have to win if you try to make the play-in tournament. Like if you lose, every like win counts. Especially how low he is in the standings. Like every win counts. So if you was like, let's say that you're Shea, if you was Shea, like you will want to win because like every loss will count y'all. It will make y'all standing down more and more low. Like to the bottom of the Western Conference, so like every win counts. Like every win, like for like it's like a quarter of the season left. So they can probably still make the play-in tournament, but they gotta win every single game. So I know they was like still like, oh, it's LeBron and everything, right? But we respect LeBron, but we need this win if we're gonna try to go to the postseason. So we can't like
OKC is actually they're in the play-in right now. They're in the 10 seed. The Lakers.
That's what's up.
The Lakers. They're at the 13th seed. That kind of shocked. I actually saw that the other day. That really shocked me. I thought OKC would be lower, man.
I thought so too, but like I was saying, man, like every win counts. Like if they was like in like maybe like the 6th spot, yeah, they wouldn't have been trying that hard. But every win counts for them. Like if they would have lost that game, I guarantee you they would be in like the 13th or 12th spot right now because like. Now they're winning games too late. Like you should have been winning games for the start of the season. Now you're winning games too late. Like now you have to win every single game to at least get a play-in spot. Well, I mean I know now, but like to like get a guarantee like 6 or 7 spot, so you can get 2 chances to be in the play-in tournament. That's just what I think, though. But OKC is a good young team, though.
And with the Lakers too, they have lost a lot of close games this season. That game against Boston, that game against Philadelphia, where Russ went up for that layup over Joel Embiid and got blocked, but it kind of did look like a foul. They have lost a lot of close games this season. They've gotten blown out a lot. Well, not a lot. They got blown out a couple times, but they have lost a lot of close games this season. So I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just saying I feel like the refs now, bro, they're terrible, bro.
Oh man, screw
they
the
miss so
refs.
many like close
NFL
calls.
and NBA, bro. Screw the refs for and football and basketball, man. I mean, I swear, bro. Especially that call with LeBron James and that Jason Tatum, like that man slapped Jason.
He literally slapped his hand, slapped his arm, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. I swear, the refs. I think they need to start finding refs for the most worst calls. That will make sure they will actually pay attention to calls for it. If they start finding them for like the bogus calls ever, like, come on, bro. You saw JT literally hit LeBron in his hand. Like, come on now. Like, that's just what?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'd be a fine for that, man. That's just ridiculous, man.
But yeah, I wanted to switch over to the Eastern Conference. Who do you have coming out of the East?
For right now, I'm gonna still have to say the Celtics, man. I mean, like, I think the Celtics is still like that team from last year, man. I don't see nobody that can beat the Celtics in the 7-game series. Maybe the healthy Bucks, because like you gotta think about it, they had Chris Middleton last year. But
yeah, I feel like if they had Chris Middleton last year, I feel like the Bucks probably would have won.
I think so too. That's why I'm saying the Celtics, the Bucks is the only like main key of defeat, because like Giannis took them to Game 7 without Chris Middleton. So, but I think the Bucks is the only major threat, and everyone else. My favorite team is 76ers, but we can never get past the second round. So I don't know.
With the Sixers, it really all depends on how Harden and Embiid.
Exactly.
It really depends if they're healthy.
Because that's how it was last year.
Embiid is like injury prone, man. Like every time when the playoffs come around, it seems like he's always injured. And with Harden, he just like he chokes when it comes playoff time. Like he doesn't perform. So it really it depends on those two.
That's exactly, because like we could have beat the Heat last year. We had a healthy Joel Embiid. We probably could have beat the Heat last year. But like I said, man, we never can get past the second round. I don't know why. Like I said, the other people that's in the Eastern Conference is the Cavaliers, the Nets, and the Knicks. And the Heat is in the 7th spot. So, I'm not worried about nobody. But like I said, the top 3 contenders in the Eastern Conference is the top 3 in the standings. The Celtics, Bucks, and the 76ers. Oh, and the Cavs too.
I do.
Top 4.
I do want to say I do like that Knicks team with Jalen Brunson, because that's exactly
yeah.
That's exactly what Julius Randle needed. Because remember, back in 2020 when he had his breakout season, became an All-Star. And then the next season, he had like a bad year. He had a down year, and everyone was saying he's trash and all that. But nowadays, they got Jalen Brunson, and I think part of it was because they were trying to make Randle into like a superstar. But that's not who he is. He's a secondary superstar. And now that they got Jalen Brunson, they have someone that could take the load off and all that. So Julius Randle doesn't have to be chucking up threes and all that like he was in the 3-point contest. By the way, I don't know why they put him in that 3-point contest, bro. He did not belong there.
I don't know why they put Kevin Hunter. I don't know why Kevin Hunter was in the 3-point contest. That boy was shooting bricks for days. That man forgot his whole jump shot for a minute, man.
And then someone who played even worse than him was Kevin Huerter. Like I was shocked. Like Kevin Huerter just.
I thought he was going to the finals, bro. I don't know why I thought that. But I thought he was going to the finals.
I thought he was going to like perform in that 3-point contest, but Kevin Huerter, he just. I don't know, bro. But Julius Randle, he did not belong there. I don't know why they picked him.
No, I don't know why.
They should have picked. What's that guy? What's his name? Watanabe. They should have chose him.
Oh yeah, he would have probably did much better than Kevin and freaking Julius, of course, man.
Or they probably
like I said,
taking Isaiah Joe He's a really good.
Yeah, I see Joe is a good shooter though. I ain't
really good shooter.
He is pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I meant to ask. I was trying to ask you this, like, who do you think coming out the Eastern Conference? Because I ain't never got your answer either.
Ooh. Obviously, you got the Bucks and the Celtics. Those are the two obvious. I would say the Sixers, but like I said earlier, it all depends on how Embiid and Harden perform. It all depends on those two. It depends on if Embiid is healthy, actually, to be honest.
That's there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I like that Cavs team with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I like that team.
But the thing I like them, but the thing is they like Darius Garland don't got no playoff experience or Garrett Allen. They don't, none of them have, except Donovan Mitchell. None of them got playoff experience, so that's why I'm not really taking them to go far. You know, because like the Hawks, I swear when DeJounte Murray came to the Hawks in the beginning of the season, I was like, this is gonna be like the best backcourt in the NBA. And look at them right now; they in the 8th spot right now. So like I said, man, I don't know if it was the chemistry. Like earlier today, they just fired their head coach and they Nate. I forgot his last name, but they fired their head coach. So
the Hawks. Now the Hawks. You talking about the Hawks?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Nate McMillan? Yeah, they fired him. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. So like, I don't get it, man. I don't think the Hawks chemistry. I don't know if it was the chemistry. I don't know if it's the coach.
Part of it. I feel like part of it is Trae Young, because I've heard some reports saying that in the locker room he's not getting along with the guys and stuff like that. So I think part of it is Trae Young, and he has been having like a down season. Like for his standards, he's been having a down season this season so far. And like you said too, I thought that was gonna be a good backcourt, because we all know Trae Young, he's not a good defender. But now they bring DeJounte Murray, they bring him in, and I thought it was gonna take some of the pressure off of Trae Young defensively. But like I said, they're in the AC, they're still in the play-in. They're under 500, but we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see what how the rest of the season goes. I do expect them to make the play-in though.
They're gonna make the play-in though. It's just like I'm saying, man. It's like I don't know how they got an interim coach now, so I don't know how they're gonna be in the playoffs, because like they got destroyed by the Heat defense. Like it wasn't even the Heat offense; it was just the Heat defense that killed them.
They were smothering Trae Young. They were smothering.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy Butler, Bam, and PJ Tucker. It's crazy to say that PJ Tucker was actually a huge key in that Heat defense last year. That's really crazy to say, because right now I don't know what PJ Tucker doing on my team, but last year, like that Heat defense, I think like the only reason they lost against the Celtics because they don't really have. They got a good offense, but
they don't have that go-to scorer. They don't have that.
Exactly. Like you got a bunch of finishers, but you ain't got no three. You ain't got no shooters
they do have Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero can get you some.
Wow. I forgot about my boy Tyler. But yeah. Besides Tyler, I just think like, man,
I didn't. It was really like Kyle Lowry signing at all. I did not like that.
Like I'm saying, you see how I never said nothing about Kyle Lowry yet. Like he makes like he's so inconsistent. Like he'll hit like 20 points next game, 8 points. Yeah. Like Jimmy Butler and that deep. I'm telling you, the Heat and Jimmy Butler of that defense was killing. That's the whole reason why they made it far through the playoffs, and they was so close.
Because when Jimmy took that shot, I thought it was going in. I'm not even gonna lie, but. He actually could have drove right past Al Horford. He had to step.
That's what I wanted him to do.
He could have.
I remember when I saw that shot on him. Yeah. What you were saying?
I was saying he could have drove right past Al Horford instead of taking that three. I thought.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I see him shot the shot up. I was like, oh my god, because it was nobody in the paint but Al Horford. So he could have just went in, try to get like an and one, or at least get a foul or something. Like could have got something.
Al Horford, he had stepped out of the paint. He was running up to the three. So Jimmy just drove right past him and laid it up or dunked it. I thought that's what he was gonna do, but he wanted to go for the home run. So.
I didn't like that shot. I ain't blame him, but I don't like that shot. I wish he just went into the paint and just got the easy two, man. But it is what it is. So I feel sorry for the Heat now. I wish they would have traded Kyle Lowry, man. I wish like I said, man, I think like if Tyler can still like break out, then I can still think they might go far in the playoffs. But like I said, PJ Tucker was actually a huge key of that defense. Like
he really was.
now you can. Yeah, so like now, like the Heat is like a meh team, and especially in the playoffs. So like, I don't know how they're gonna be in the playoffs, to be real though. So.
Nah, but you know who I really want to see get traded? I want to see Dame get traded to a contender, man. I want to see Dame on a different team. Like I know he's in Portland and all that, but.
Bro,
I'm trying to see you in the playoffs, like, you know what I'm saying, like
God, I'm hating. I know Damian Lillard trying to stay loyal, but what's the point of staying loyal if you ain't gonna win no ring? Like I remember, like that one time he actually made it to the Western Conference Finals, but of course he got destroyed by the Warriors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like still though, I mean like Damian Lillard, I don't know, man. I think you just need to leave, bro, because like I know he's trying to stay loyal, but he's a great player, and he mostly wasted all of his career. He's 30 something, and he wasted most of all of his career in Portland, not winning no ring at all.
I said this before to one of my friends. I said I think he's probably waiting for a Dirk Nowitzki type run. That's what I said to one of my friends. He's waiting for that, like, back in 2011 where they had that run to the finals. I feel like that's what he's probably waiting for, but that's not time soon.
I wish though, but like the Trailblazers is just a young behind team. It's way too young to go to the playoffs. None of them got playoffs experience. I'm telling you, every guy besides Damian Lillard is under like 26, 25, well, 26.
They have Jeremy Grant. They picked up Jeremy Grant in the offseason.
Oh yeah, true.
They signed Anthony Simons. I like Anthony Simons. He's nice. They still got Nurkic. I'm kind of skeptical about Nurkic. I mean, he's okay. He's a double machine. He kind of reminds me of like he's like a bootleg version of Jonas Valanciunas. That's what he reminds me of. He's like that's what he reminds me of. A bootleg version of Jonas Valanciunas. They traded Josh Hart though. I don't know why they did that. They did to get back on Cam Reddish though, which I want to see Cam Reddish succeed too, bro. Like the Hawks did him dirty, the Knicks did him dirty. He wasn't getting no play from the Knicks. They kicked him out of the rotation, so now he's on Portland. So hopefully he does good there. But like I said earlier, I want to see Dame on a different team. Now, one team I had in mind was the Bucks or the Sixers. Those are two teams that came to mind.
I say the Bucks. I think the Bucks.
I do like Drew Holiday. I like him, but you could probably move him to the shooting guard position than Chris Middleton to the small forward position.
Small forward. But yeah, you still got Giannis at PF, and you still got you still got Lopez. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still got Lopez at the center. So yeah, I think Damian Lillard will fit. Like I said, man. Another thing about the Bucks, man, their defense is really, really underrated, and I think the defense is like a big key too. So like that starting five they have now: Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis, blah blah blah. If only one of them goes out, the whole Bucks is going to start wobbling and losing, because like that's how they lost last year. Chris Middleton was, like you said earlier, was a huge piece to the Bucks team last year, and that's why
playoffs he turns into prime MJ in the playoffs for some I don't know
exactly. Like they have the offense, and of course you have Giannis. You have one of the best basketball players in the world right now. So, and plus you got his defense. You got Drew Holiday defense. Like you have that defense, and you have Giannis. You have that defense, and you have Giannis on your team that can win another championship. That's what I think. So,
yeah, plus they have Brook Lopez too. Brook Lopez. I think he's like top three in blocks right now. Top 3 or top 5. He's a really good defender too. And they have a great bench too. They got Joe Ingles. They just traded for Jay Crowder.
They do got Jay Crowder on their own team now.
Yeah. don't know why Jay Crowder. He was acting like he's a superstar though. Like the way like he.
Jay Crowder's low key. I mean, like he just talks too much crap, bro. For me, man, like
hella teams too, bro. Hella teams.
Yeah, I remember he was on the Heat. He was on the crazy that he was on the Heat. He went to the finals with the Heat, the finals with the Suns. Like that's crazy to think about. I remember he was on that Heat squad, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, they have a great. They got Wesley Matthews. They got Javon Carter. I really like Javon Carter though. He's a great backup point guard too. I really like him.
Yeah, he pretty good. I like him.
Pat Cunningham. They got Grayson Allen. No, I know everyone don't like Grayson Allen.
I was just about to say that, bro. Like, ain't nobody care about.
I don't like Grayson Allen at all, bro.
Ain't nobody. That man is just so dirty, man. That man remind me of. Like like I said, he's just way too dirty for me, man. Like nobody likes him, man. Like no.
He reminds me of. I don't know if you know his player. He reminds me of Bruce Bowen from the Spurs. He played for the Spurs when Duncan and Ginobili and Tony Parker when they had that big three. It was in like the early 2000s.
I heard about him before.
Because I don't know if you seen that highlight where that he kicked someone in the face in the NBA game. I don't know if you seen.
Oh yeah, I just saw that before.
That's him.
Yo, that shit went viral. That's crazy.
He's such a dirty player, bro. And the Spurs actually retired his jersey. They retired his jersey too. He played there for about 7 years, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's who Grayson Allen reminds me of. I know everyone don't like him, but despite him being dirty and all that, he's still a pretty good player. So I like him too.
Yeah, that's like I said. He said he reminded me of Dylan Brooks. Like Dylan Brooks, people be hating on him because he's like
Dylan Brooks.
I know, like
so
people,
much, bro. Like that.
Everybody hates Dylan Brooks, but y'all can't forget that he's in the NBA for a reason. That he can still hoop. He's in the NBA for a reason. But even me, I don't like Dylan Brooks.
He's so inconsistent, though. He's so inconsistent.
He's inconsistent.
He's a good spot up shooter, but off the dribble, he is just terrible, bro. I don't know what it is. What it is with Dylan Brooks, bro. Now defensively, he's a pretty good defender, even though he is dirty. Like what he did to Donovan Mitchell earlier this season, that big fight they had and stuff. Because I think he went up for a layup and it got blocked. Evan Mobley had blocked it. Then he elbowed Donovan Mitchell. That's when he threw the ball and all that. Then that's when they had the big scuffle and all that. But despite that, Dylan Brooks is a really good solid player though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I said. That's why I say he's in the NBA for a reason. Like you can't forget that. Like he's in the NBA for a reason. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't a good player. So that's what I was thinking. But overall, I don't like Dylan Brooks at all. Not at all. Boy.
Now another one of the trades that I really liked it's the Nuggets again. They traded for Thomas Bryant. That was a really good pickup for the Nuggets.
That is a good pickup. It was a pickup. Yeah, that was a alright pickup. I didn't like how they
they really needed a backup point guard because DeAndre Jordan is just shit, bro. He is terrible.
Man, screw DeAndre Jordan, bro.
He was terrible, bro. DeAndre Jordan is terrible. So that was a really good pickup for the Nuggets. They got a backup big, someone like when Jokic gets tired or whatever, they could put Thomas Bryant in. He's a pretty solid defender. He could score a little bit, rebound. So that was a really good pickup for the Nuggets. And, let me see. Yeah, that was a trade that I really did like. And like I said, that worst trade was Highland to the Nuggets, bro. That was really the worst.
That's why I said that was dumb for the Nuggets. That's why it was alright, but
yeah,
nah. Thomas Bryant is alright though. I like Thomas stuff. Bryant ain't bad. He's cool.
Alright, bro. But I want to talk about All-Star Weekend too. And first thing I want to talk about that dunk contest, man. The person who disappointed me the most in that dunk contest had to be Jericho Sims, bro. He just he disappointed me so much, bro. I thought cause I knew who he was. Like, he's a really good dunker and all that. He got crazy athleticism, and I thought he was gonna put on a show, but he did the same dunk twice, bro. It's not like the dunk wasn't bad. He did the same dunk twice.
Good.
Like,
I was cringing so bad when he done the second dunk. He just put it, and then you were trying to read the note. I was like, oh, and none of the fans was moving. I'm like, this is so weird, bro. It was so cringy, bro.
He did the same dunk 2 times in a row.
He was just struggling to open up the note. I'm like, it's so cringy, bro. I can't watch this. Oh my god. Watch it, bro.
I wish Shaden Sharp was in the dunk contest. I wish he would have did the dunk contest. That would have been like more exciting, because we all know who Shaden Sharp is. That nigga is athletic as hell. Like, I wish they would have done the dunk contest with him.
Yeah, fact. That's it. Like Matt McClung and Trey Murphy. Like, even Trey Murphy, he ain't even did that bad either. I like the Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy though. I didn't know Trey Murphy was like that. Like, he's caught a lot of bodies and all that, but I didn't know he was like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Trey Murphy was actually like all. I mean, like, it was actually a good dunker. Like, what's up? Like, I wasn't expecting to see him do all that. I mean, of course, Matt McClung stole the whole show, but still, that third dunk when he did that 720 spin, that man done that.
That was crazy.
Like, bro,
that's when I knew he was gonna do, bro. And it's crazy though. A G League player, because before, like, the dunk contest, he was like signed like a few days ago, so he was still basically a G League player. He haven't even played in the game yet. Hadn't even played the game, and then the Sixers just pick him up out of nowhere, and now he gets put in. He enters the dunk contest and he wins it. I was expecting him to win it. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I was not expecting. They didn't have KJ Martin. I thought KJ Martin was going win too. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought he was gonna win too. But Jericho disappointed me. He disappointed me.
Matt McClung, ever since he done that first dunk, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a good show. But after I saw that when he just put his arm in the that was just cringy, bro.
Cause I've been watching Matt McClung since high school. I'm not
even gonna lie, I even heard about his name till yesterday, so I'm not even gonna act like I knew him for that long, but I even knew like Mac since last weekend, so I ain't even gonna count. But hey,
I've known Matt McClung since high school. His high school comments are crazy, bro.
I might have to start watching his film. For sure.
Nah, that 3-point contest, like I said earlier, Julius Randle, he had no business like being in it. None.
Facts. I'm glad.
I don't know why.
I think we all knew who was gonna win that though. I mean, I think we all knew who was gonna win that though. If it wasn't, we all know Damian Lillard was gonna take the show off. I know it was gonna be that close. That boy Tyrese surprised me. That man got like 31 points. That man Tyrese surprised me for sure.
Tyrese a shooter, bro. He could shoot.
He surprised me. I thought he was going. I mean, I knew he was going to do good, but like, I was expecting him to hit all those and get 31 points. That was crazy. So, Tyrese is actually a good behind shooter. Not even noticed that like that. That's what's up, though.
He could shoot. But Kevin Huerter really disappointed me, bro. Like, cause he's been shooting great this whole season for the Kings. So he was really the one that disappointed me the most.
Yeah, I thought Kevin Huerter, like, he forgot how to shoot like in the 3-point contest. Like, that's crazy.
I feel like that happens with a lot of good 3-point shooters though. Once they enter once they go to the 3-point contest, they just forget how to shoot.
Kevin Huerter definitely was like, bro, come on now, bro. Like, I was expecting him to go to at least in the final round, but.
Honestly, I knew it was between Dame, Buddy Hield, and Jason Tatum. It was between those three for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a good contest, especially the final round. It was definitely a good contest, but Julius Randle and Kevin Hurt had no type of businesses being in the inside those teams. So
yeah. But going back to the trades, how you feel about James Wiseman being traded to the Pistons?
Oh yeah, I forgot about James Wiseman. I think the Warriors. That was a dumb move by the Warriors. I think they should have let James Wiseman level more, like give him some more time. Like sure he wasn't acting like a good center in the end of the season, but like he's still young, so like y'all got Gary Payton back and he can't even play. So y'all gained nothing. Like y'all lost James Wiseman.
I wish that going back to the draft, I wish they would have drafted LaMelo Ball.
But like you gotta think about it. Well, no, because they wouldn't have got Jordan Poole, so that probably would have been good.
Jordan Poole was drafted. He was drafted in 2019, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, no. Then yeah, that's why. Back I was saying, then like I wouldn't know how that would work unless they would just like trade Jordan Poole, or put him in the G League or something like that. Because Jordan Poole wasn't really balling since last year. Like I'm telling you, ain't nobody knew who Jordan Poole was until last year, especially when he was playing the starting point guard Curry last year. So. If they pick up LaMelo, I just want LaMelo to go somewhere good, man. I feel sorry for him. I think LaMelo needs to get out of Charlotte, man, because like he's wasting his career there. He's already in his third year, I think. Yeah, he's already in his third year, and most of his career is not going to be able. He ain't going to be doing nothing in Charlotte no time soon.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs like anytime soon. So I don't want to say they need a rebuild, but they need to do something. Like they gave Gordon Hayward that big contract, which is I don't know why they did that. And then with they lost their second best player, Miles Bridges. So you can't really blame that one on Charlotte. Really, that wasn't really their fault. You can't blame that on Charlotte.
Well, so like of course they made it to the playing tournament, but Miles Bridges was still like a key player to that team. I mean, like sure they didn't win against the Hawks in the playing tournament, but still they was still like a good team. And they still had that same squad from last year. They could have still made it to the playing tournament, but I think they still would at least like won a playing tournament game. I think like that was actually a good squad last year. Even though they had a losing record, I still think that healthy squad on the Charlotte Hornets last year, they could still probably go far. But not far, but like maybe win a game in the playoffs. I mean the playing tournament, my bad.
Yeah, they had gotten blown out in that playing tournament. They got blown out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got blown out. Miles Bridges got
benefit of the doubt because they were inexperienced. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that same squad from last year, you put them on this, and they come in the playing tournament again. I think they would have been better than last year because they had no experience. LaMelo never been to the playoffs / playing tournament before. So I think like you just give that team time to develop. I think they would have made it go far, but now Miles Bridges gone. They got Reggie. My boy Reggie Jackson. That's a freaking point guard. I don't know how he's going.
I think they're doing a buyout with Reggie Jackson. I don't think he's playing for.
Oh, for real?
I need to do.
Hey, I ain't even knew that. I ain't even knew that. That's crazy.
And today they just the Wizards and Will Barton, they agreed to a buyout, so Will Barton is gonna go to a team with his choice. Now, I was looking at the comments and I see everyone that said the Lakers, and I was just in my mind I kind of saw it, but he said he specifically said he wants to go to a contender, and I'm not saying the Lakers aren't contenders, but with this team, the way it's currently constructed, because they did like fix their main problem, which was, I'm not gonna say main problem. They fixed one of their problems, two of them actually. They traded Russ, and they got some shooters back. They got D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley, two shooters.
Yeah, I said the Lakers
center problem too. They picked Mo Bamba.
Yeah, you got my boy Mobile, but like I said, like I said earlier, it's like it's low key too late, man. I mean, if they can win like consistent, they can stay consistent and win games, then yeah, they can make the play in tournament. But like I'm saying, like I said, like they low key too late, man. Like I think if they would have had this squad in the beginning of the season, they could have at least been like the seven spot, 6 spot, maybe max probably like the 6 spot, maybe.
No, I do. I think they will make the play in. I do think they will make the play in, but I'm not gonna say that they're not contenders because they do have LeBron. So they got LeBron and AD.
They got LeBron.
With the healthy AD, it's just it all depends on AD really, because without AD, this squad isn't going nowhere. Like, they're not going nowhere without AD.
No, heck no. LeBron ain't that play. He's still a good player, but he's not that player that he'd be able to carry a team. Like 2018 LeBron.
It's not 2018 LeBron. So
that's what I'm saying. It's not 2018 no more. LeBron can't carry. He's still a good player, but he's not gonna be able to carry a team to at least the finals no more. As I don't think. Nah, so those days are over.
This Lakers team, I don't see them going far. I think Nick will probably wait till next year, and I heard reports saying they are gonna finalize the deal with D'Angelo Russell, so they're gonna keep him, and they need to get some more pieces around LeBron. And I keep saying this. I don't know why they split up that 2020 team. That 2020
fact.
That's
oh my gosh!
I don't know
the
why
bubble Lakers, man. The bubble Lakers was such a good behind team, bro.
And next year, god! They lose in the playoffs to the Suns, and they just they go out and get Westbrook. What they should have done was they were injured, they were banged up, so all they had to do was get healthy and run it back. That's all they had to do. I don't know why they split them.
That's like that. Yeah, that squad from last year, 2020 bubble squad was a great behind team. They had young players. They had Alex Caruso was a big key. They had like Anthony Davis was balling. Of course, you have LeBron James. That squad was such a good championship team squad. And they had my boy what's his name? He's on the Wizards now? What's his name?
Kuzma.
No. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, like he was a good piece too. So, like, man, that Lakers 2020, I don't know why they bulked him up, but it is what it is. They just need to go ahead and build under LeBron again before Bronny comes to the league. Because when Bronny comes, that's his last.
When Bronny comes, he's out, bro.
That's his last season. Like after he plays that one season when Bronny is over, so he got like a minimum next year. And when Bronny comes, so he has next year. So they got 2 years to help LeBron. If they can't do it in 2 years, say goodbye to LeBron, man. Because LeBron ain't going. He ain't doing it past 2024. The 2024-2025 season, he's not doing no more season. He's done. He's done. So
I do have.
They need to do something.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying like this Lakers, like LeBron's Lakers is a failure. Do you think it's a failure? Like out of this whole time LeBron has been here.
Like the Lakers team, like now.
Yeah. Like, cause you know they did win a chip, and then before that the team before that they weren't good. They still had Brandon Ingram and other players on the team, and then
they had Lonzo Ball. They had Lonzo Ball and all that.
So, but do you think it's a failure?
I wouldn't say they're a failure. Like you said, they won a championship team, but like I think it's mostly like the GM, the coaches, like mostly the coaching staff, the GM, low-key messed up the Lakers because like the coach, they got a whole new coach from last year. They like you said, they broke up all of their like key players from the 2020 bubble run, and they got rid of Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and they would have left Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram in there. You see how Brandon Ingram's balling with the Pelicans right now. So I think maybe it's like 50-50. I can say why it is a failure, but why it's not, because they won a championship. But after that, they just started like going downhill because of the GM and the coaches just started ruining like last years of LeBron's career. So I can say if it's a failure, but that championship is carrying that. Why it's still not a failure? But like, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like if you create a great team with great players and you win at least like if you win a championship, period, it's not a failure. Because you accomplished the goal. The main goal is to win a championship. So you accomplished it.
Yeah, that's why.
A lot of people, like for example, a lot of people think like, when LeBron was on the Heat with him, D Wade, Chris Bosh, they think that team's a failure. I don't think that team's a failure. They went to 4 straight NBA.
Who said that? Who said that?
Like people, like I was like on Players Choice, Players Choice podcast. It was this one video I saw on TikTok. And they were saying that like that team is a failure. LeBron's
in my life.
I don't think that team's a failure. Now they did underperform in that Dallas series against the Mavericks. That's the only time that's the series they should have won, but they lost because LeBron he wasn't performing. He was getting clamped up, all that. But the next 2 years they go back to back. Then 2014. They lose in 5 games.
I don't know what happened. 2014, man. Tim Duncan and Kawhi. No, it was really like Kawhi Leonard.
It was Kawhi, really cool. Because Kawhi was clamping LeBron. I'm not even gonna lie. He was clamping LeBron. Every time Kawhi came in the game, like LeBron was just like. So
yeah, it was Kawhi. It was
D Wade during that time. At that time, he was getting old up. He was getting up there in age. He was slowing down. Racism, all that. Bosher didn't really play that good, and everyone else just didn't play to their standards. But
I think if what's it called that 2014 right, it was mostly Kawhi because like after he got that first glimpse of the finals that first year, he was just that defense, that claw defense, man, that cleansed LeBron and it made LeBron not want to play. I would not even want him to go no more. So that was the Kawhi, mostly Kawhi, and that was the beginning of Kawhi's prime. So,
but yeah, I don't think like that Heat team LeBron was there. I don't think that was a failure. If you go to 4 straight NBA Finals, like that, you win 2 of them. You won half of them. So I don't think it's a failure. It's not like they didn't win any at all. Like that's a failure. That's a failure.
That's what I was saying. When I'm going back to what you were saying,
like that the Nets bid for 3 with Kyrie, KD, Harden. Now despite
that's a failure.
Yeah,
that's a failure.
I will say this: they only played like Kyrie, Harden, and KD together combined. They only played 16 games together, like with all 3 of them on the floor.
Yeah,
but despite that, in the playoffs. They lose to the Bucks in 7 games, all because KD couldn't keep his foot behind the 3-point line. Then the next season, they lose to they lost to the Celtics. They lost to the Celtics, right? Yeah. They get swept.
Yeah. Yes, well, man, that's crazy.
I was like,
that's crazy.
They really got swept.
I don't even know who to blame in that series. So I don't even know who to blame for the Nets on that series because like
now KD was getting clamped though. He was getting clamped.
It was low. I just think it was the Boston defense. I can't even think to blame anybody. It was just the defense. That's it. It was just defense. And like I said with the Nets, like the Nets really could have won the championship if they had a healthy team. I'll be trying to tell my friends this: if they had a healthy team, they would have definitely went to the finals. Like they would have definitely been able to beat the Hawks in 7 games. Like that's like, like if the Hawks can't even beat healthy Giannis Bucks team with Trae Young, then nah, I knew they wasn't gonna win with the Hawks because I don't even know how the Hawks even got to Eastern Conference Finals. That's crazy, but
I thought after they beat the Knicks, I thought the Sixers had that, but
exactly.
The thing with Ben Simmons, he didn't want to go for the dunk. I was like, bro, it's over for them, bro. It's over. They're not doing nothing. It's over.
So I like my Sixers now, man. I like my Sixers now. As long as we can get past the second round, I won't even care if we make the finals. I just want to get past the second round for the first time.
Yeah.
So But yeah, so on, etc.
I wanted to talk about Ben Simmons too, because it's crazy just what Ben Simmons, man. Ever since that dunk attempt he didn't go up with, he hasn't been the same since then. Like, do you think he's gonna get back to that All-Star level, that Defensive Player of the Year level? Like, no.
Because I think especially with the people he has now, man, I don't even think Ben Simmons gonna be the number one option. He ain't gonna even be the number one option no more. I mean, like, you got Spencer Dinwiddie, you got Mike Elbers, you got Cam Johnson. I don't even think Ben Simmons gonna be the number one option no more. Yeah, he can play defense or so what, but he's not gonna be like that all-star level like he was like in his rookie season or his sophomore season. Because I just think like Ben Simmons is like, he's not confident. He's not the confident level like he was in his rookie season. Like he's like one of the biggest busts in NBA history.
You think he's a bust? Really?
I like after his after his sophomore season, man, I was like, I don't really care for him no more, man. Like, of course he got good defense, but when did you heard like a point guard cannot shoot? I never heard that in my life. I never in my life had heard.
Westbrook can't shoot.
Okay. Besides Westbrook, but like Westbrook is like kind of like more buffer. Like you would think if you saw back in 2015, you would think Ben Simmons would be a good shooter. He's like 6'5", he's lanky, and you think he'd be a good finisher and like another shooter. I never thought
Ben Simmons is like 6'10" though. I think he's like 6'10".
Oh, he's 6'10". God, I thought he was smaller than that, but dang, man.
No, he's like 6'10".
Yeah, I thought that man was like 6'5", 6'7".
He's 6'10".
God, yeah, that's crazy. but like I was saying though, like I wish that Ben Simmons could like be a more impact for his team or so on. Like at least his confidence is not there. You know, like
because like
his confidence was.
He can't shoot. When he was playing for the Sixers, he was getting to the rim, doing little post ups, little floaters, and all that. He was attacking the basket a lot, but and he does everything else really well. He's a great playmaker, great defender, great rebounder. He does everything real good. But now it's just like you said, he lacks confidence. He doesn't have any confidence anymore.
But hey, man, I want to ask you this, man, because I ask everybody on this for everything. Is LeBron James the GOAT?
Listen, I think MJ is the greatest of all time, but I do have LeBron. I do have LeBron. I do have LeBron second on my list. If you don't have LeBron as your top two, then your list is just wrong.
Oh yeah, he's top two, but I don't like when I'm gonna tell all the people that's gonna be watching this episode right here, chat. When y'all say LeBron is the GOAT, why? My boy Kareem had the scoring title for 3 decades, and none of y'all say he has the same amount of rings as Michael Jordan. Hey, none of y'all be saying Kareem's the GOAT. He has the all-time leading scorer. He got 6 rings, and when ever since LeBron leading scorer, oh gosh, LeBron's the GOAT. I'm like, why? How is he the GOAT? There's no, like, of course, he got the all-time leading scorer, but that doesn't mean nothing. Like, I don't understand. Like, Jordan's in the top 5 spot, and he played half the seasons as LeBron. I don't understand. Jordan is 6-0 in the finals, and I know we all gonna be saying like that's all the arguments y'all say, but he has Defensive Player of the Year, got a bunch of MVPs, got a bunch of NBA first teams. I can go on and on and on. MJ will always be the greatest of all time, but LeBron James is a really, really good basketball player though. And if you like my boy TJ said, if he's not in your top 2 list, then you do not know basketball at all. So hey TJ, but
I will say this about LeBron, because he's been to he's been to 8 straight. Well, I think it's been like 7 or 8. He's been to 7 or I think it's 8. He's been to 8 straight NBA finals. Like that is crazy to say. Like, now, despite his finals record, even though he is 4-6, making it to the finals 8 straight times, that's an accomplishment itself. Like, even though you didn't capture like the main prize, which was the championship, just even getting to the final, it takes a lot of work. You gotta make sure your team is on board, all that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you gotta perform.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely. That's why I'm saying, like, he's number 2. But like when people say he's the GOAT, then I would expect LeBron to go to the finals and win. But like I said, MJ could do that, but LeBron James has still been able to carry his team to the NBA finals. Like especially with his 2018, he carried bums. Maybe J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, but everyone else on that team was bums, and he took them to the finals. He beat the Celtics in 7 games. So yeah, LeBron James is still a top 2 player, but I can't say he's the GOAT because he haven't won none of those finals. If he would have won those finals, I don't care. If y'all say LeBron's the GOAT, he would have been able to win those games. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if LeBron had won that final series
against the Mavericks, then you could probably say he's the GOAT. Because I've heard like that's a lot of that's why a lot of people would be saying like they don't consider him the GOAT because of that Mavericks series. Hey, but it's crazy though, cause it's just one series. Despite the Heat, they did have a super team, but still, I feel like they're holding out over their head a lot. But I agree because he should have won that series. Like there's no excuse. Like they only had one superstar, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean they did have Jason Terry, but he was old. He was like 33, I believe. And Jason Kidd was 37 years old. But he played a big part in that series, though.
Facts.
They had great role players. They had Tyson Chandler to pair him up with Dirk, because we all know Dirk isn't a good defender. So Tyson Chandler picked up that part of the hand for Dirk. Deshaun Stevenson. I don't know if you know Deshaun Stevenson. He was one of the main defenders on LeBron. Sean Mason, he was a great defender. JJ Barea, he provides scoring off the bench. They were that team. That team is really underrated, really. But like I said, they were clearly the underdogs. And
like I said, man, like LeBron James is definitely top 2 because people forget that he took this NBA. He took the Cavaliers, like I think it was 2007. He took the Cavaliers to the NBA Finals. Like that is crazy.
That was baby LeBron. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy, man. You baby LeBron. You taking that team. Like I ain't gonna lie. Call me a casual. I do not know one player besides LeBron that 2007 NBA Finals team. I don't know who was on there. But
they had Anderson. You know Anderson Varejao, that guy Dwayne Wade poster.
He was on that team.
Yeah, he was on that team.
Boy. Dang, I ain't even knew that. Like I said, I didn't even know nobody on that team but LeBron, and he still took him to the finals.
You know Big Z, Jonas Ilgauskas. You know him?
Yeah. Wait, he was on that team. He was the starting, or he was the
Jonas Ilgauskas. He was the starting center.
Oh, dang, I didn't even notice that. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like. That's crazy though, but young LeBron
I think Wally Zerbiak was on that team. I don't know if you know who that is. Wally Zerbiak. I think he was on that team, if I'm not mistaken.
I
know Shaq wasn't on there till later. I think Shaq was still on the Heat when LeBron went to the
Well, he was still on the Heat. Like LeBron, he came from like 2010. It was like the late
2010.
Yeah, he was like the late 2000s when he joined the Cavaliers, and then he went to the Boston Celtics, and he just ended his career.
Carried that team to the finals, and by the time he got to the finals, he was drained. He was drained by the time he got to the finals, but he have no juice left in the tank, bro.
No.
I don't even blame him for getting swept. And plus, it was the Spurs too, one of the greatest teams of all time.
Oh yeah, they had Tim Duncan on that squad. There was no way LeBron was gonna be able to do that.
Tony Parker just destroyed them in that series, though, bro. Tony Parker.
Facts. That was a great
year. The Spurs, they're a great defensive team, so I know they already had a defensive game plan against LeBron, so.
Yeah. That was LeBron was not gonna be able to do that by himself.
Yeah, I don't even blame him for getting swept really. Plus, he was still young too, only 22 years old.
Yeah, he was young. He was actually very young. So yeah, facts.
It was only like four seasons to leave up Yeah, it was like his 4th season in the league, so I don't even blame him for that. But
I wouldn't.
That series against Dallas, they should have won that series, man. They really should.
Yeah, that was one of the series. I don't know how I let one player, Dirk, get all the credit, man. Like,
and one thing I always say about those C teams, I wish they had like a true point guard. Because remember, they had Mario Chalmers as their point guard. Now, it's no disrespect to Mario Chalmers, but you can like come on now, like you can do better than that. Like Mario Chalmers, like, he was a great shooter, he's a great shooter and all that, but besides that, he really wasn't much help for that team. So
yeah, like he had Dwayne Wade.
Always during that time, they would have picked up like a true point guard, a traditional point guard.
Facts, like, but there's still no way that you should lose that series. You have Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh on your team. There was no way that y'all would have supposed to lose that series, but
and plus, like in game 4, they had a lead in game 4. They was up by like 15, I think, but then Dirk, he just went on a scoring tear. He scored the game-winning layup for the Mavericks. Then it's tied the series 2-2, and that's where I think the series shifted in Dallas's favor. That's really where the series shifted.
Facts on everything, bro. Like I said, going back to what I was saying, man, like LeBron is a top 2 player, but like the stuff that Jordan accomplished, man, like there was nothing that can top that. Yes, he got LeBron got the all-time leading scorer, but yeah, I want y'all to say that about Kareem. Kareem had it for 3 decades, and he had the same amount of rings as Michael Jordan. So if y'all gonna say LeBron's
Kareem, I feel like he fits like perfectly at 3 though. He fits perfectly at 3. I can't have him over like 3. 3 is like the great spot for him. Number 3 spot.
But I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, like when people try to put LeBron to go ever since like when he got the all-time leading scorer, everybody said LeBron to go. I'm just trying to figure out why would they not call Kareem to go, because Kareem got the all-time leading scorer without a 3-point line and had it for 3 decades. So I'm just saying, if people gonna call LeBron to go just because he hit the all-time leading scorer, I'll say Kareem's to go. I don't think Kareem's to go. I'm just saying, when I hear people say LeBron's to go, and their reason be like, because he got the most points in the NBA, duh, I'd be like, okay, then why couldn't you say Kareem was to go when he had the all-time leading scorer for 3 decades? And when they can't tell me an answer about that, then I just be like, bro, you don't know basketball. If you just saying LeBron's to go because that's your favorite player, it's obvious. Like, LeBron is not to go, but he is definitely the top. He's definitely top 2 in my book of all time, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely number 2 for me. Definitely number 2.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But who are your top 5 players of all time? I want to ask you that. Who's your top 5 players of all time?
I'll say Jordan. I'll say LeBron, of course. Of course, I'm gonna put Shaq. I'm gonna put Shaq out there.
Shaq
and well, I mean, like, I guess, like, I don't really put them in order, but like my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I like here's my opinion. I'm gonna have to put Hakeem, and I'll have to put. People might not like when I say this, but I'm putting Kobe. I'm putting Kobe in that top 5 too, bro, because people forget about Kobe so much. That. Like, people forget about Kobe.
Me personally, I have like Kobe like in my like 7 through like 12 range. That's where I have Kobe at.
Yeah,
I think I do. I'll say this: he's a top 10 player of all time. I will say that, but I can't put him in the top 5. I'm sorry.
Like, I know how y'all feel. Like, of course, y'all be saying, like, okay, Shaq was the MVP of the NBA Finals run. Okay, yeah, sure. But y'all gotta forget, that man Kobe carried the 2010 team to the prime Boston Celtics, man. Like, Kobe was nothing to be played with at all. And then he carried them to the 2008 Finals. Like, Kobe is definitely a good player, but the only thing I can see y'all saying that he's not in y'all top 5 because of that the 3-peat. When I talk about Kobe, y'all always say the 3-peat was not about Kobe. It was about Shaq. Shaq was the MVP of that Finals. But I'm gonna ask y'all this: I'm gonna ask you this, TJ. Do you still think the Lakers would have had a 3-peat without Kobe?
Without Kobe? No.
Without Kobe?
No.
Okay, then. So that's why I'm trying to say, like, Kobe, y'all saying Shaq was the main person of that three-peat, but Kobe was definitely another piece too. Of course, yeah, Shaq was dominant of all that, but Kobe was definitely the main piece. And I'm just thinking like Kobe's like dominance of the series that he's been in is just like wow. And plus, he got 5 rings, so yeah, I can see why y'all put him in the top 10. But I like Kobe as my top 5 because I love Kobe. I just love how he gets stuff done. And then my other end, yeah.
I'll say this. If Kobe had won that ring against the Celtics in 08, then I would have put him in my top 5 if he would have won that series in 08.
Yeah.
He definitely would have been top 5 for me if he won that series in 08. But since like they didn't win that series, and plus like those years when they weren't like contending at all, like those post Shaq those seasons, Kobe was on a tear, but they weren't playoff wise, they weren't going anywhere in the playoffs. Now I know they didn't have a great team. They had like Kwame Brown, Smith Parker, all those players. I understand that, but like that's just why I just can't put Kobe in my top 5, man. Like,
yeah, I respect. I
like Kobe, bro. I don't like. Now I'll say this: ever since like Kobe's passed away, people have been saying he's the GOAT. I'm like, okay, all right.
No, he's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT.
Relax.
Ain't the GOAT.
I understand that's sad. I understand that, but he's not. He's not.
No. I just think that his accomplishments doesn't get as how LeBron is. That's what I was saying. But yeah, but take off though.
Yeah. And plus another thing with Kobe, like I feel like he didn't become like. Well, he never passed the ball. That's one thing I did not like about Kobe, bro. He did not pass the ball. This man will be like quadruple team with the ball and did not pass the ball. Say Pau Gasol would be like down wide open in the paint and he wouldn't pass it to him. He would shoot it. I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's one thing I did not like about Kobe. I felt like he was just so selfish. Now I'll say this about Kobe. I'll say this. He's the greatest shot maker, like tough shot maker of all time, bro. I'll say that.
Facts.
He be taking some like crazy shots, but he be hitting them. So I'll say that, especially in that series, in 2010 against the Suns, Western Conference Finals. That shot he hit over Grant Hill, that was crazy, bro. Cause you can't play better defense than that. Grant Hill was literally all over him, and he still made that shot. Like that shot.
That's correct. That was really crazy.
I have Kobe like on my all-time list. I have him at number 8.
I respect that. He's number 8. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. So yeah,
my top 10 players of all time. 1 I have MJ. 2 I have LeBron. 3 I have Kareem. 4. Now I feel like some people might agree, some people might not agree. I have Tim Duncan at 4. Tim Duncan at 4. Larry Bird at 5. Well, no, excuse me, not Larry Bird. Magic at 5. Larry Bird at 6. Will at 7. Kobe at 8. Number 9, I have Hakeem Olajuwon. And 10, I have 10, I have David Robinson.
That's the valid list. I like that. I like how you didn't put Bill Russell. I like how you did not put Bill Russell. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't put Bill Russell in my top 10. Because like 1, I never saw Bill Russell play. 2, he went against teams that was like 10 teams in the NBA back in the day. And 3, like I just think like it was easy to get. If you put LeBron in Bill Russell's spot, he probably would have got much more rings than Bill Russell back then. Still, Bill Russell's a good player, but I just think like Bill Russell went against like 10, 15 teams back then. I just think the tournament was easy to win rings with, especially if you had a good squad like that Celtics squad back in the day. I just think Bill Russell was.
He had a Hall of Fame. He had a Hall of Fame team. He played with a Hall of Fame team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a good team and there's not that much teams in the NBA back then.
I respect his era that he played in. I respect it. I respect all that. The 11 rings, that's a crazy accomplishment. I respect that.
Yeah.
But like you said, like the level of competition, like it wasn't. And plus, he had like a Hall of Fame team, so it was easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like saying he had a great team and he was a dominant player. Like it was only like 10, 15 NBA teams back in the day, and like I said, and like I'm gonna say it again, the tournament was easy to win rings on. When you have a good team like the Celtics back then, and you have a small tournament, you can go back to back easily like that. Now, if you would put that same Celtics squad in like the 1980s or like 1990s, like no, there's no way in the world that Russell's going to get like 11 rings. Sure, it's going to be a stretch if you say he was going to get 5 rings. So like I say, like the competition was different back then, and like there was no NBA teams like that back then. So I just think Bill Russell he's like one of the GOATs. He is awesome. Rest in peace to Bill Russell. But like the competition back then was like not there, and I think it would kind of be easy to get 11 rings back then. But that's what I think, though.
I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be easy because winning is very hard. But the level of competition, like you said, it wasn't really like it's not like how it is today. So, but I wanted to ask you this: who do you think is the greatest player to never win a ring?
Oh, the greatest player to never win a ring. Well, if I'm gonna start with retired, I'm gonna have to say my boy AI, man. If I'm gonna say AI for the best player not to win a ring, and for who I want to win a ring, is definitely Russell Westbrook. That's who I want to win a ring, but the best player to not win a ring is I'm gonna have to say AI. But what do you think, though?
Me, but I gotta go with Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley
was him. He was especially when he played for the Suns. Those Suns teams. If he didn't play MJ in that finals, he definitely would have had a ring. He should have had a ring actually, because when MJ retired, the league was open for anyone to win a ring. But they lost to the Rockets back-to-back years. So then he joins the Rockets to make a super team with him, Clyde, and Hakeem. Then after Clyde retired, they got Scotty. They still couldn't get it done. So yeah, I think Scotty. Charles Barkley, for me, I think he's the best player to never win a ring. Or I probably say, I know a lot of people don't like him because of the incident, but Karl Malone.
Oh,
Bro, alright. So, but look. Besides that incident, talking about his NBA Karl Malone, not the other type of Karl Malone. Because he's still a top 3. He's a top 3 scorer of all time, if I'm not mistaken, right? Top 3.
Yeah.
He's number 3.
Yep.
He has 2 MVPs. Made hella All-Star teams. Made a lot of All-NBA teams, and he's been to the finals twice, but lost to Jordan both times. So, despite the incident, Karl Malone was still a great player. And then he joined the Lakers when he joined that Lakers team.
Well, yeah, facts. Like I said, besides what he be doing, like he's actually a good player. And I say AI because I just think like. It was AI versus Shaq and Kobe in that finals. MVP AI was one of the best players one of the best point guards to touch her, man. And I just think like, not point guard, shooting guard. My bad, shooting guard. And I just think like MVP AI was like one of the best shooting guards to touch the floor, man. And it was just him versus Shaq versus It's Kobe, man. And he couldn't have done it by himself, man. But I loved his game, man. And he was literally like, I just feel like he was just one of the best players to not win a ring, man. Like he tried so hard. He never backed down. That man was like 6'2", one of the best ball handlers in the game. And that man never backed down against Shaq or Kobe. I remember I saw a TikTok earlier. I seen Kobe and AI argue. Like AI never backed down against anyone. He was always like helping his team to gain a win. And I just think like AI MVP, especially MVP, AI was like one of the greatest to not win a ring. And I really wish he got to win a ring though. Yeah, that's my opinion though.
But you said he was 6'2". The crazy thing is, they listed him at 6 foot, but people believe people believe he was 5'11". Actually,
boy, he was that short.
They listed him at 6. Yeah, he was that short. He was actually 6.
That makes my reason much more better. I mean, like that man was short as I don't know what, and still carried his team to the finals, man. And he tried so goddamn hard, man. Like. And
then that finals team in 2001, that team took to the finals. He was literally like the whole offense, and they just surrounded him with like good defensive players like Dikembe Mutombo, Aaron McKee, 6-man, Eric Snow as a point guard. Yeah, they just surrounded him with a whole bunch of defensive players because he was the offense basically. We know he didn't pass. He did not pass. And that game one where he stepped over Tyronn Lue. That was one of the greatest finals games of all time. He dropped 48, I believe.
Legendary, bro. Legendary behind game, bro. Yeah, man, that's my opinion about it.
After that year, it's just that the Sixers, they couldn't get back up to that level. They did, because I don't think, did they win a playoff series after 2001? I think they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, you sure they did.
They just like after they didn't do a good job like building around AI after 2001. They didn't do a good job. No, they did draft. They got Andre Iguodala, Kyle Korver. Those are some really good players, but like they never got like that help that AI needed. That's what the Sixers never did. Then he goes to Denver and teams up with Melo. Yeah, that team on paper was good, but in the playoffs, that team was basically just there to get buckets. That's what I feel.
Yeah,
like they was there to get buckets.
Facts. For sure, bro.
I would have swear two of the top 5 scorers in the league, AI and Melo. So
I would have swear outside they would have been like contenders, but
and then they trade AI to the Pistons for Chauncey Billups. Then they make it to the Western Conference Finals in 2009.
Nice.
I actually thought that was a really good series. The Nuggets and the Lakers in 2009. That was a really good series. Kobe and Carmelo, they were going at it. That was one of my favorite series to watch.
Yeah, that was a good series. I've been watching highlights of that series, but that was really a good series for sure, though.
That was a really good team too. That Chauncey, Melo, Kenyon Martin, I believe, was on that team. And then J.R. Smith was on that team too. J.R. Smith.
Oh yeah, I forgot my boy J.R. Smith. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I want to ask you this: if Carmelo, cause you see my TikTok, if Carmelo was drafted by the Pistons, how do you think his career would have turned out? Like you think?
What you say? Repeat that, cause he was breaking up bad.
If Carmelo was drafted by the Pistons instead of Darko, how do you think his career would have turned out?
I think it would kind of still be the same, man. I mean, like still trying to carry a team, still would be like the most dynamic scorers in the league. I still think it would still be the same, like still be hard for him to get a ring, but like I still think he will still be able to grow. I think so, man, because like Carmelo Anthony, like he's one of the best scorers in the game, right? Well, was the best scorers in the game, and I just think like the impact he made of basketball with his mid ranges and his finishing and his like I think he's like was one of the best. And I just think like he still won't be able to win a ring. He still wouldn't be able to like go far in the playoffs. But I just think Carmelo will still be able to like still have that impact of basketball like he has today. You know what I mean? So, but what you think though?
Well, cause you gotta think about it. That team, 2003 Pistons. They had Chauncey Billups. They had Ben Wallace. Yeah. They had I don't think they had. They didn't have Rasheed Wallace yet. They had Rip Hamilton. So they already had a really good team. They were a playoff team. It's not like the Nuggets where the Nuggets were terrible. The Nuggets were terrible the year before. So when they got Melo basically he was able to do whatever he wanted. So if Melo gets drafted by the Pistons, he's not going to be able to do that. He probably doesn't even start. He probably have him coming off the bench. But like I said in my TikTok that I posted, they would have seen like his offensive skills that he had, and then later during the season they probably would have put him in the starting lineup and put Tayshaun on the bench. And then because those Pistons teams they didn't have who can get you a bucket. Nah, they had Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton, but besides those two, they didn't really have anyone that can go and get you a bucket. Melo, he's a great scorer. You know who he is. He can do that for him. So that's why I say like in that finals against the Spurs in 2005, they probably win that final series. And then the next year in 2006 when they played the Heat in the conference finals, they probably beat them and go to their third straight finals and win a chip. So I think. And plus, who knows? Melo probably becomes a good defensive player. Who knows, bro? Because those defense is low-key underrated. They were really good defensively. So Melo probably becomes a great defensive player on that team, or at least tries to play defense.
Yeah, I forgot he's like an underrated defender though. Yeah.
No, he's not an underrated defender. He's a terrible defender, but. He's a terrible defender. What I'm saying is that the team like probably would have like, because you know they got Ben Wallace, 3-time defensive player of the year. They got Chauncey Billups, great defender, Rasheed Wallace. So all those guys, he would have got like coached by all the vets on the team and raised right. So he probably would have turned into at least a solid defensive player at least.
I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Mel was the top of the offensive player, not the defensive player. I'm getting confused. Like Mel wasn't really known for his defense, but for his like impact of his offense in this game and shit like that, etc. Yeah, but nah, he never had a own good. So,
and plus, they won the championship with Darko Milicic playing garbage time minutes. So just imagine what they would have done with Carmelo if they had drafted him.
Facts indeed, bro. I love Melo, man, but I think he would have definitely would have definitely like been kind of different when he was in the Pistons. Like, yeah, I think he would have probably, like you said, he probably would have won a ring, maybe. It's like his offense, like you say, he has no defense, so I still really can't really say. What he will do able to change that Pistons squad, you know, because like you said, he don't have no defense. He has offense, so I really can't really say if he would have changed the game. I mean, that finals, but at the same time, it's Carmelo and his offense is crazy. So we're just going to we'll never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But like I said, man, I have to start. I had to low key wrap this up because I gotta go somewhere in a little bit. So I really appreciate this, man. I really love this episode, man. I cannot wait to do more, man. And like I said, if you want to, we gotta record an episode for mine. So just give me like a good date when you're ready to record for that one, bro. Because I would love to keep doing this one because this is low key fun as I don't know what, man. And do you know about football too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I watch football too. Yeah.
Oh man, definitely. Because like on my podcast, I gotta talk about the Super Bowl. Because like I said, I haven't been on my podcast for like 3 weeks, so I missed the AFC and NFC. I didn't talk about the AFC and the NFC Conference Championship in the Super Bowl. So when you join mine, just give me like a date so we can record mine. Probably like this week or maybe this weekend.
Just let me know. let me know.
For sure, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm so glad to be on this podcast, man.
Hey, I appreciate you for reaching out, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. If it wasn't for you, man, probably still wouldn't have done a podcast like this. So I really appreciate you for reaching out to me. I really appreciate it.
That's what I was saying, man. I love podcasts, man. I just would love to do it myself, and that's why I'm trying to help both of us. Like I'm gonna promote this on my TikTok and all that, man. So like I said, man, I really have a great pleasure joining this, and like I said, I loved it, and I cannot wait to keep on working with you because this is actually really fun, and I cannot wait to see how far we get with this, man. So
I'm really excited.
I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, by the way, just one more question. Who's your football team? Who's your favorite football team?
It's Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons, bro. Yo, the Falcons is crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Falcons is insane.
It's still the Falcons. Look, man, we might get Lamar Jackson, bro.
Nah, bro. I seen that too. That's the thing. I seen people saying that, bro. Y'all's not getting Lamar, bro.
You might get Lamar, dog. Come on, bro. Wait, who your team?
I'm a Steelers fan.
Steelers? Okay, I can't talk trash about that. Y'all got so many rings. I can't talk trash, man.
I will say this about Kenny Pickett though. Kenny Pickett, like the first half of the season, he was playing like I was debating. I didn't really like how they picked him in the first draft. I was kind of skeptical about it. Like, as the season went on, he really like started to improve and all that. I wish we had made the playoffs. We were so close to making the playoffs, but
that actually is a great. After Kenny Pickett started getting used to it in the second half, I think y'all and George Pickens y'all are actually a great team.
I was so glad we picked George Pickens, bro. I was so happy when we got him. Bro,
y'all are a young team. Y'all definitely made the playoffs because y'all was really y'all was supposed to make it. But who won? It was the Jets. It was the Jets game.
You needed the Jets to
Yeah, I need the Jets to win against the Dolphins.
Just to win, and then they couldn't even score a touchdown. I was like, bro,
that was crazy. It was a freaking field goal game, and that game was just terrible, bro. Yeah, but like I said, man. So basically, for my podcast, we're gonna talk more about NBA, but we're gonna talk a lot more about football because a lot of I didn't talk about football on my page for a long time, so we're gonna talk about that. But like I said, man, it was a really pleasure meeting you, and I cannot wait to get more episodes done out the way, man.
Yeah, man, same to you, man. I'm really excited to see how far we can go with this, man. I'm really excited.
Right.
We'll see. I'll see you on the next episode, man. Just let me know when you want to record your episode. Just let me know.
Oh yeah, and for sure, and let me know when you upload this so I can promote it on my
I was going
stream mix
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, all right, bet. Let me know, send me the link so I can record some clips and put it on my TikTok and etc. like that.
All right, bet. All right, I got you.
All right, man. Hey, it was nice meeting you, my boy. Hey, I can't wait for it.
It's gonna end the second. This is my second episode. It's gonna end the second episode of the Gravity Sports Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode when I post it on YouTube, and see you guys in the next one.
Peace out, guys. Love y'all, man.